Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records and we rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger from each of them if we have one, and we try to have a good time doing that. And before we do that, we get into our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. That's where we connect the band of the week to our boy Tom DeLonge, and go from there. So while you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. And if you didn't already know, my name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. So let's jump right into it. Our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. We're doing Social Distortion this week. So do you have anything? Because I got 2 things.
Oh, I didn't do one because I thought it was a little bit too easy.
It is way too easy.
Adam played with Social D, so.
Oh, that was mine. Okay, so that's fun. You stole that one from me. Oh, but okay. Also, this one isn't really a connection, but it's a fun little reference. In the Blink song "Easy Target," they reference "Mommy's Little Monster" a lot in that song.
Oh yeah,
just the title. So,
Southern California's breeding "Mommy's Little Monster."
There you go. So yeah, there it is. 6 degrees with Tom DeLonge. Easy peasy right there. Also, another one too. Josh Freese played on one of Mike Ness's solo records. Josh Freese to Blink. There you go.
Matt Freeman played with Social D. Matt Freeman to Tim to Travis.
Easy.
Travis. It's an easy one, dude. They're from Orange County.
Super easy. Come on.
Super easy. The big
all right.
sleazy.
So Social Distortion have 7 records. What are you laughing about? What?
That line in Wedding Crashers. What he's Tommy Dufon? Yeah, the big sleazy. And that whole fucking thing is just so funny. Is that a derogatory term? What he says after that?
No, I don't think so. What does he say again?
He says he's a WAP genius. Is that a?
It might be.
Is that for Italians, right?
I think it is. It's not Jewish. I think it's Italian. Let's see here.
No, it's definitely a slur for like Italian people. But like, is it like a?
Yeah,
is it bad?
It says it, or according to Google, it's offensive.
But like,
it's actually labeled as offensive. It says the word, and then it says it's a noun, and then it's flagged offensive, and then it says an Italian or other Southern European.
I wish there was like levels of like offensiveness, and then I could like gauge how offensive it is. I don't know why I thought of that. You said something that made me think of that part. Tommy Buffon.
I have no idea.
The big sleazy.
I know what part you're talking in Wedding Crashers, but I don't know what made you think of it.
But anyway.
But yeah, anyway, 0-2. Social Distortion have 7 records. So like I said, we're going to do we're going to start with their worst record, rank their worst record to their best. So what do you got for number 7? Go.
Number 7, their worst. And they have a lot of worst. So their worst. Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. That's a cool title, man. Their 6th record, 2004. This was like Social D was trying to be more punk rock, but ended up sounding like Green Day's Warning in a lot of ways. I thought it was just fucking absolute boring. I thought this was embarrassing. They took all of the worst of their sounds and put it all into one record. And damn. I don't fucking get this record. I don't get this at all. And I said in the last episode that I'm going to try and not, I don't want to say I don't have a banger because that's just too easy. That's too basic. I'm going to have a standout track. So I do have a standout track on this one, and it's Angel's Wings. I would also call this like a stinker.
Okay.
That's why it's here. This was a standout for me. His vocals were so fucking annoying on this. It was tough to even get through. It was bad even for like Mike Ness's like standards. And this is like the last track on the song, and it's like they're ballady, and even though like half of their songs are fucking ballads at this point.
Most of them, yeah.
Dude, this album is just not good at all.
Most of their records are sub 1, based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So yeah, most of these records are 1 or below.
This is not
They
a
really
1.
are.
I'm not at a 1 yet.
Yeah. So that's your number 6 or your number 7.
Yeah.
My 7 is Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes. Hate the rhyming. And honestly, a lot of these lower tier ones, they can kind of be interchangeable, but this one is really bad. This one is bad. This is to me, this is the record where they took the worst of everything they've done and slapped it all into one record. So this one came out in 2011. This is their latest record, their 7th record. I think Mike Ness was just like, you know what? If this song worked, or this style worked on this one record, this one worked well on this record. This is what made us popular. I'm just going to do this again. I'm just going to regurgitate just mediocreness. And that's what Hard Times on Nursery Rhymes is. It's just fucking boring, bad, not good. There was one song, Alone and Forsaken. I don't want to say it's a banger because it's not, but it's a standout in a positive way. Alone and Forsaken, it's just because it's a little bit faster and straightforward, but it has this also kind of weird melancholy feel to it with some pretty actually solid backup vocals. But overall, I'm just trying to find something good from this record. I think that's really what it comes down to, because this record is pretty trash. Okay. So Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes, my number 7.
Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes. I have somewhere between heaven and hell, baby. I don't give a fuck. This record sucks. This record was rough. Overall, it's not like a bad record. It's just so full of chud with a couple of stinkers. Like, that's what this record is. It's fucking nothing but chud with a couple stinkers. And When She Begins, this is my standout track. First of all, this is just yet another song by them that is just ball and chain. And secondly, dude, the chorus is catchy here, but only because it's like the same progression. But then he hits that falsetto thing like Tom Morello in The Night Watchman. That, like, what are you doing? That's so dumb. Like, what, do you think that was good? Who would think that is good?
But you love when Tom Morello does it.
I do, because it's so bad, and he's a terrible singer, and that's the point of The Night Watchman, is to be a man of the people, folk hero, like Bob Dylan. Doesn't matter about the singing. Don't listen to how I sing it. Listen to what I'm singing about. Bob Dole. Dude, Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. I thought this was going to be like our album of the week, because it's like one of their biggest ones, if not their biggest one. And I was like, dude, this album fucking sucks.
Yeah, you know,
I don't care.
I agree with you. It's my number 6 as well. This was, I thought the same exact thing. I thought this was going to be the album of the week because it's so iconic within their. I think this one and White Light are the two records that are the most popular that people talk about, or I see the most often when I go shop, like record stores, or when I worked at Tower Records back in the day. It was those two CDs that I always saw. But yeah, no, the fucking Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell it's not a good record. It's not good.
It's not.
They just went with like a slower, more alt rock and very grunge style. I mean, this is 1992, so I get it, but damn, dude, his Jarl is it's annoying. Like it's almost up there with Eddie Vedder annoying and Lane Staley annoying. Yeah, dude, it's boring. It's just, this record is boring. All of their records are pretty long outside of the album of the week that we're doing, long. Mommy's Little Monster. But yeah, they're like 45 minutes to a little bit over an hour. They're fucking long. And it's just like same old, plain old people thing. There's not a lot of nuance to Mike Ness's voice, to his songs. I mean, he's vanilla, man. His music is vanilla. I don't know anything about the guy. I never met the guy. But dude, the music, I understand why people love this band, but I also don't understand why people love them, because fuck, man, they are vanilla. Stinker though. I got a stinker on here. Sometimes I do. Dude, that chorus is horrendous. It is so fucking bad. I don't know how this got by anybody, and the label or anybody let this song be on the record. It's terrible. It's a slower song, has like this slow swing to it. It's fucking terrible. Oh my god, it's terrible. The lyrics too. The lyrics in that chorus, along with the melody, it's just all bad. Bad song. Standout song. Not to say it's a banger or stinker. I thought I used to like this song a lot, but after listening this week, I don't know what I was thinking years ago, but the song Bye Bye Baby, I used to really like that song. That was like, for years, that was the only song by them I liked. And now I don't know why I liked it so much, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
This record, man, it's not good. Sorry to the people listening to the podcast who wanted us to do Social Distortion.
Yeah.
Because that's really why we're doing it this week, because we had several requests to do them on the pod, and it's been disappointing for sure. So
it's also been something we've been wanting to do for a while. So it all happened to work out. But damn, man, I'm glad we're doing it now, because we're getting into nothing but like good season. I guess we'll call the next season good season.
Yes, good season. That's good.
Let's call it good season.
Good season.
Because damn, dude. Oh.
I gotta write it down so we remember it.
So disrespectful. My number 5.
Oh, man.
I'm still not at 1 yet. Honestly, I would not put Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell at a 1. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it.
Same here. Yeah.
I don't think you need this record to get an idea of what Social D is about, where they came from, what they became, what makes them so popular. I don't think you need this. Is sub 1. Sub 1.
Agreed. I'm at sub 1 as well.
White light, white heat, white trash. That's what I give my number 5 ranking. Their 5th album from 96. And this
96.
This is only slightly better than Heaven and Hell. And honestly, my number 4 too is only slightly better than that, just because of one fucking song. All 4 of my bottom ones are just, I could not give two shits about. All sub 1s. This is just repetitive Social D bullshit. A couple of like aggressive punk type songs thrown in there, but this bitch is 45 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a long one.
And we know these guys can crank out like 2-minute punk tunes that are enjoyable. But they got up their fucking own ass and they started writing 4-5-minute songs, and then this is what we get is this. And this is just full of fucking chud. I think When the Angels Sing is maybe like the closest thing I would have come. Like, this one was hard to pull a standout track because I don't like any song and I didn't hate any song. This was just middle road at best. So
okay.
I don't know. When the Angels Sing is the closest I came to having an enjoyable type song. And this one just has like, this one's so fucking popular too. And I don't get it. The producer, Michael Beinhorn, dude, I don't understand how the fuck he thought this was okay, but he did. And I don't know. I don't say I'm at a loss for words at how
you already have a lot of mixed feelings about Michael Beinhorn.
That is true. That is
because
true.
you really like that Chili Peppers record, but you hate the Korn record.
I love Mother's Milk, but I don't like Uplift Mofo. But I love Why Do Birds Sing. He did fucking that Violent Femmes album that I fucking think is the best.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And he also did Korn's Untouchables, which you don't like. So just throwing that one out there.
And he did some other stuff with, did he do some stuff with the Bronx? Wasn't that we talked about?
Did he? I don't think it was Michael Beinhorn. Maybe it was. No, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's your number 5. Yeah. Okay.
Sub 1.
Sub 1 still. My number 5 is also sub 1. It's Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. Their 6th album from 2004. I got no banger off this one. This is just a throwback to the Jarl-filled songs from Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. It's just more boring and forgettable shit. Like I don't care. Like I zoned out. I completely fucking zoned out when I listened to this record and quite a few other records. But I did notice on this record specifically, fucking Gene Bullets from Bullets and Octane sounds a lot like Mike Ness does on this record. Oh. Did you pick up on any of that? Did you pick up Gene Bullets ever? Okay, because I heard it a ton, especially like late stage Bullets and Octane. Like I hear a ton of that, and that annoyed me because I don't like that Bullets and Octane. And this record sucks. Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. It's fucking boring. It's nothing stand out about this. Obviously, we're not maybe the lyrics are great. I don't know. With a lot of these records, maybe the lyrics are great. I don't know. We didn't dive into the lyrics.
This is not like a lyric band though. We're not talking like Bob Dylan here, where like you need to dissect. Yeah. This band isn't known for having deep and poetic lyrics. They're known for being like rock and rollers who have a guy that croons and fuck this band.
But that's the thing. It's like the music isn't, or it's like Against Me as well. Like I don't get it. I don't understand why people like Against Me. I don't get why they like Social Distortion, and it's frustrating. Frustrates me. So yeah, Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. My number 5. What do you got for number 4?
I thought I saw a bug fly into my drink. Like, I swear, dude. I'm like looking.
Protein.
I don't see. I don't know if I'm gonna drink that. I swear.
Free
I saw
protein.
A bug
Come
in
on.
there.
Just do it.
Oh, I don't know about that. Where are we at? Number 4, Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes. This is their 7th album, 2011.
I can't believe it's that high. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm still at a sub 1. I really am. The only reason this is so high is because I think Gimme the Sweet and Lowdown, this song, is like the first time in a long time. It's the first time in a long time that Mike Ness just like sang with a gentle croon. When he's not trying to be like aggressively nasally with that crooning shit.
Yeah.
He comes out damn well, dude. Like he doesn't have a terrible voice. It's just fucking annoying. It just grates and it wears you down. And I think that song is an actual banger. The melody was so fucking pleasant. I don't remember it now either, but I remember thinking like, damn, this is a pretty good fucking song. That's the only reason why it's this high. This is just rock and roll driven. There's not a lot of punk here. It's a decent listen through. I would never go back to this. And again, the only reason why it's this high is because of that one song. So like one song that I thought was a banger out of 4 albums. That's it.
That's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly.
Sub 1.
My number 4 is Prison Bound. Their second record from 1988. Wow. First record in 5 years. For various, drug related reasons. But God damn, dude, what a jump in style from the punk album that was Mommy's Little Monster to Prison Bound to this like what is termed cowpunk now, but that's what this record is. And after hearing this record, I'm like, dude, this is what the Vandals were doing too. This is exactly what the Vandals did in the late 80s. They did this. They made that cowpunk record, and I wonder if it had to do with Social Distortion because I think that record. Because that record came out after...
Yeah, but Social D was touring late 70s. Vandal's first record didn't come out to like mid 80s.
Yeah, but the cowpunk record, which I can't even think of the name of the record right now. What's that record?
It's a stupid record. It's a stupid name for a record.
Sweat Into the Oldies. Into the Oldies, right? Yeah. So, but that was the first one with Dave Quackenbush on vocals too, which is weird. What a weird first record for him to do is that cowpunk record. But I think they actually both came out in 1988. So, I don't know. Whatever. This record, it just what's the point? It's like you don't have that refined kind of country western style. Like it sounds okay, but it's just like, dude, I would rather go listen to fucking Buck Owens or the other Hank Williams or whoever the fuck it is from the 50s and 60s. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'd rather go listen to that shit than listen to this from 1988. Like this is just, I appreciate the effort, but it's just not that good. So if I had to pick a banger, it would be Outlaw for You. It has that kind of typical Western guitar line, some good cheesy background vocals. It's a good throwback, but just not necessary. So Prison Bound is my 4. This is where I would give this a 1 or a 1.25, just because it's pretty different from everything that they've done.
So this honestly is. Prison Bound is different for everything they've done. It's their second fucking album.
It's their second album, but they were never this country afterward. So I feel like if you're gonna listen, yeah.
Okay.
This is a 1. I would never get this on vinyl.
You gotta give it a 1.
I would for sure give it a 1. Really, top 3?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm buying none of these on vinyl.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, Prison Bound, I would for sure give a 1, maybe a 1.25. So, what do you got for number 3?
Number 3, I can't fucking believe that you think white light, white heat, white trash, white whatever is so great. That's probably your number 1. Prison Bound is my number 3. My number 2, my number 3. Honestly, like, I don't fucking care. I still don't care. I put my number 2 for a specific reason, but Prison Bound, I didn't hate this. I think this is very much more in line with what we know as Social D. This could be Social D's first album. Like you could omit Mommy's Little Monster, and like their discography would still make sense. Mike's vocals on this are so fucking loud. Like I don't know who produced this one, but like it sounds like shit, dude. Like it's just like, oh, Mike's got a cool fucking vocal style. Let's just turn him up, Johnny. Guitars are buried. The whole thing is mixed terribly. A lot of these songs now are just longer. They're longer. They're more drawn out. Sometimes cool, but like most of the time it's just fucking boring. And above all else, they get more into that pacing of Story of My Life, right? That dooch, dooch, dooch. That fucking repetitive drum beat that's just so fucking annoying. On My Nerves, that was my standout track. That song was pretty dope. It sped up, slowed down a little bit. Even, I don't know, even said a bad word. I think they said like fuck in it a couple times, which is kind of cool. I did playlist that one because it was fun. But overall, Prison Bound, like,
It's, I mean,
It's forgettable.
It's not that great.
It's not that great at anything. Not to say like they're my top two or is that great, but at least the top two have something iconic about them. Yeah. Except for you with your white trash, white heaves and a bean, whatever it's called.
All right, my number 3 is the self-titled record, Social Distortion. Damn, third
crazy.
Album from 1990.
How is White Heat, White Light so high?
We'll see.
That's just so dumb.
So this is where I feel like Mike Ness had found that balance of punk and the country. I don't want to say it's like a perfect combination because it's not perfect, but this is the beginning. I feel like this is the proper beginning of what we know as Social D. It blends both of those genres together. I don't think it's particularly great. I just think that it's a little. I mean, honestly, this and Prison Bound could be interchangeable. I would never go back to them. I would give this one. I would give this a 1 as well. It's just not.
You would give Social D a 1.
Yeah.
That's just, you're just being dumb now. You're being.
Why?
You're being cool guy. I'll get into it when I get to my number 2. You're being cool guy.
I'm being a cool guy.
You are. You're being cool guy.
I'm being cool guy. Being cool guy. Dude, come on. The singles on here. Story of My Life, Ball and Chain, Ring of Fire. Come on, dude. It's so... The songs aren't that great. They are not that great. They're overplayed as fuck, especially... I don't know how it is outside of Southern California, but dude, those 3 songs that's all they fucking play on the radio. But yeah, they're really, really not that good. And I didn't know until this week that Ring of Fire wasn't actually written by Johnny Cash. It was written by June.
Correct.
I had no fucking clue that it was written by her. That blew my mind. I was so cool. Yeah. That is such a fucking killer song. But
it is, absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, this album's not good. A 1. A 1. Okay. 1 out of 3 for me.
All right.
What do you got for number 2?
But okay. Number 2, Social Distortion. 1990. Okay. This is the beginning of the end. This is the start of what the band will become like a caricature of themselves. This is basic drum beats, boring bass line, uneventful guitars, croony Mike Ness. But fuck me, dude, these are catchy songs. And they're catchy because they get even the most basic of melody and then do it for 5 or 6 minutes and just they drive it home.
They do it a lot.
Like they know how to do that. And okay, bro. Like Story of My Life, Ball and Chain, Ring of Fire, those are all objectively catchy songs. They follow basic fucking chord progressions that have been done countless of times in music and are still done after this. The only difference here is that this album is iconic. This album deserves more than a 1 because it is iconic. Nobody else sounds like Social Distortion at this time. Nobody. And the first album from 1983, dude, they were touring that shit late 70s. So like the Vandals, when they did it, like almost 10 years after Social D had already been doing it, this band is iconic. This band is kind of groundbreaking. It's just this genre sucks. And I don't care about this band at all.
Well, Peace Through Vandalism came out in like 83, 82?
It was like 85, bro.
No, Peace Through Vandalism, no, it wasn't that.
It was not 82. Late. Nah. Vandals did not have anything before Social D had anything.
I think Peace Through Vandalism and Mommy's Little Monster came out the same year. Let me see. So. I'm done. Yeah. I'm fact checking my
fact check it, and then I'll finish it.
Get back to you. Okay, Peace Through Vandalism came out in 1982. So
that was very fast fact checking there.
Hey, that's what we do. I'm like the guy on Joe Rogan's podcast. What's the guy's name? He's really fast at checking shit. But he's so
fucking fast. I know.
So it's crazy. Peace Through Vandalism came out in 82, and then When in Rome came out in 84.
Okay. All right.
And I think the Vandals started in 78 or 79, maybe. Oh no, it started in 80.
But Peacester Vandalism, I mean, dude, that does not sound anything like anything other than typical punk of that genre, of that era.
Well, so does When in Rome.
But Mommy's Little Monster doesn't sound like typical punk of this era. You still
only because
hear
of Mike
croon.
Ness's vocals.
Yeah, that's something. That's stupid. Like, get the fuck out of here. He's defining like a different genre. He's bringing something to the punk world.
Okay,
Earlier punkers are bringing something to the punk world. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's bring it back. Let's fight about this on the main episode because
we're talking about Social Distortion. Social Distortion. You're right. There's gonna be a fucking 20-minute episode with this dumbass band. All I'm saying is Social Distortion deserves more than a 1. I honestly would rank this 1.5, but I think it deserves more than a 1. It does, because Story of My Life and Ball and Chain are so fucking catchy.
Whoa.
Ain't no ball and chain. That's what the Ball and Chain is.
That was so bad. Oh shit,
that's
was
what Dexter
terrible.
sounds like anyway. Story of my life.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh, dude,
we sound just like Mike Ness.
This band's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Social Distortion is my number 2. I would never buy this on the vinyls. And I honestly give this a 1.5. I think it gets a 1.5 because it just did something different for like the punk community at the time. I still just don't think it's good. If I thought it was good, it would get a 2.5. But because it's iconic, because it did something different, I'm even giving it a 1.5. It should be thanking me for giving it a 1.5.
Mike Ness should call you on the phone right now.
He should.
Thank you for this.
This honestly, this deserves what you gave it. It deserves a 1, but I'm giving it a 1.5 because I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling generous. I don't want to talk about it. It's going to make me mad. But it's going to get a 1.5 because it did do something different. And lucky it gets a 1.5. Tell you that much right now.
It's good stuff. Words.
I'm mad.
I'm mad. So my number 2 is White Light, White Heat, White Trash.
Why do you fucking love this album so much?
I don't. I don't. I have no banger from this one. So I listened to the record before I read about it, and after I read about it, I realized, okay, I was correct in my assumption. So this is a throwback to Mommy's Little Monster. This is them trying to go back, or Mike Ness trying to go back and make more of a punk record. And it shows. It really does. I'm not saying it's particularly good, but that's what he goes for. But the one thing that I really liked about this record was his guitar tone. My God, that guitar tone, that crunchy distorted guitar was perfect. I absolutely loved his guitar tone on this record. And really, that's kind of one reason why it's as high as it is because his guitar tone was so fucking good on this record. And by the way, this is 1996, 5th record. It's fucking fantastic.
And by 5th, the songs, 750 milliliters, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Remember Maroon? That was from Maroon Johnny's Bar Mitzvah, but that's fine.
I don't remember now. Oh, I do. Okay, actually, I do remember that, but that's stupid fucking joke. Where I lost my train of thought. Anyway, there's not much. There's not really much to talk about this.
I don't know why you fucking like it so much. You buy it in the vinyls. I don't get it.
I would not buy this on vinyl. I did notice though, the mix, at least on Spotify, it's extremely quiet. It's really quiet, and it's not very dynamic. It's kind of flat, which is I was very surprised because I don't know what record came before this one. Was it Social D?
Summer or Heaven and Hell.
Dio record. Going from that to this, it was almost like, I don't know, it sounded like shit, honestly. It sounded like shit, but the guitar sounds amazing. Songs are mediocre to okay. I don't know why. I don't care about this band's music. I really don't. I'll give this a 1.25 just because of the guitar tone. Fuck it. I don't care.
Dude, I cannot believe you gave fucking Social D a lower score than that. At least, oh God.
It's only one lower. Come on, it's only one lower.
Because we have nothing to fight about, that's what I'm going to have to attach myself to. Otherwise,
it's we're not even disagreeing. Like we both agree that this band's music is not great. We're really just kind of, we're desperate. We're desperate.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a good song. But anyway, so our number 1 is Mommy's Little Monster, first record, which we'll get into. on the main episode. So check it out. Keep listening. Tell your friends. And that's it. That's all.